Hey everybody, welcome to week 4. Now, you see that the backdrop looks a little different. That's because I am in Buffalo. Actually, specifically, I am in the suburb of Cheektowaga, and I'm here because we have tomorrow the online campus graduation. So I know you're seeing this probably on Sunday or Monday, but I'm obviously taping this on Friday evening. So I say that because I want you to know there is an end date. And I'm talking to students, and we were talking to students today who are in the position you are in right now. And many of them probably were really worried, like, oh gosh, am I going to be able to get through this class? Am I going to be able to get through my degree? And I'm here to tell you, yes, you can do that. You can do both of those things. So I just wanted to give you that as a little bit of encouragement that there is an end date. And every week you get through, the light at the end of that tunnel gets brighter, okay? So you can do this. I'm confident that you can do this. We were talking as my colleagues and I were talking today about some of the things that we can do to kind of encourage our students. And one of the things that we talked about was kind of changing our thinking. How do we think? Sometimes it's easy to get into negative thinking and negative thought patterns, and that gets us down. So we were talking about how do we kind of change that. So a couple things you might want to do, you can do them right now as you're watching this video, is take a couple deep breaths. Nice deep breaths, 5 deep breaths, something like that. And then say something to yourself and say it or say it out loud, not even in your head, but say it out loud. You say, I am the kind of student who can get all my work done this week. Start with small things like that. But say something like that. Say it to yourself 5 times, okay? So you start to change your thinking. Or if you're worried about maybe the discussion board post and you think, oh boy, I don't know if I can do them very well this week or not. Tell yourself and say it just like this. I am the kind of student who's going to get my posts in early. It seems silly, but it really isn't because it's going to start to change how you think, and in doing so, it's going to change how you view yourself and how you view your abilities, how you view what you're going to be able to do in a class like this. Just try it, see if it works, okay? Let me know if you do this. Send me an email or you can call or text me on my Google Voice number and tell me if it works. Tell me if you see any difference at all. But again, you can do this, folks. I have confidence in you. I definitely think you can do this. So what are we doing now? Well, we're moving from Outlook and we're going into probably the most common, the most popular of Microsoft Office's programs, and that is Word. So the lecture this week is really, really good because it tells you a little bit about Word and the background of Word and word processing, and that's important, but there's some really, really good, very, very basic videos embedded in the lecture that help you learn how to do some very, very basic things in Word. So if you don't know much about it or you know a decent amount, but you're like, oh, I don't know as much as I should know, some of those videos are going to help you quite a bit. The other thing that you're going to be looking at and reading about in the lecture is APA formatting. Now, you may have heard of this before, maybe not. If you've heard of it before, you've probably heard of APA formatting in reference to research papers. And if I use references, I need to format them and I need to cite them, and it needs to be done in a certain format called APA. APA is the American Psychological Association. But it's far more than just how do I cite sources. APA formatting is all about how do I basically put together a proper looking paper, or term paper or research paper, something like that in Microsoft Word. So it's all about font size and font style and margins and page numbering and all that kind of stuff. So you're going to learn about that as well. If you have questions about that, please let me know because I know APA pretty well and I've taught that in the past. So what are we going to be doing this week? Well, we have a discussion post and I'm going to say more about that in the discussion board. And so please watch the video and listen and read my post as well. And you're also going to be doing another reflection. This one obviously is going to be on Microsoft Word. So the discussion board for this week is very interesting. I think it's like one of the ones we did a couple weeks ago. And it does come with a video, and it's a really interesting video, and it's all about fonts. And you think, well, how can anybody talk about fonts for more than 30 seconds? Well, let me tell you, this guy does, and it's very, very interesting. And so we're going to get into that, and I know there's a little scenario that you're going to be kind of commenting on and talking about in the discussion board, but I'm actually going to, in my post and in my video, I'm going to kind of broaden a little bit more and allow you to kind of talk about some different things as well. Another thing is I'm going to bring out I'm going to make some more comments about extra credit. So make sure you're watching the video that I post in the discussion board for any comments on extra credit as well. And we might even have something kind of fun in the discussion board that's new as well. So as always, you have any questions, you have any concerns, anything comes up at all, you know how to reach me. And if you don't, you got my email, slpelton@bryantstratton.edu. Most of you know that. Or if you're more comfortable with calling me or texting me, as always, you can use my Google Voice number, and that's 585-433-5871. So get to work, folks, and I'm looking forward to seeing what you have for us this week. Thanks.